The imagination can come from when you're watching advertisements, movies or cartoons, or posters. It can also come from when you're reading books like Harry Potter or fairy tales or Disney books. Last not least, the imagination can also come from when you're dreaming or when you're seeing a picture.
I find inspiration for my stories everywhere, especially when I'm out and about. So this book about the squirrel looking for leaves, I got inspired for when I was out on an autumnal walk. And this one, I got the idea when I was watching my children blowing bubbles. So when you're looking for story ideas, you'll find they're everywhere.
It might take weeks or months depending on your story length. Like if it's a short story, it'll take a few weeks, 2 weeks approximately. If it's a thicker book, it would be like a few months, 1-2 months, and you cannot rush it because you don't want to rush a beautiful idea. And if it's rushed, it just does not look good.
Well, that depends on the type of story. It might be that I write the first draft of a story quite quickly. So for a picture book, something like that, I might write the first draft in only about a day. Whereas for a longer book, something like this, which has got about 75,000 words in it, that would take me about 6 months to write the first draft. But whether it takes me a day or 6 months, I always need to go back into those first drafts and work on them and make them better and stronger every time.
I guess I saw interesting things in life and then I just started picturing my own characters, and then there was lots of questions like, what are they wearing? Why are they wearing that? What's their favourite food? Who's their best friend? Who do they like to interact with? And is there something that's happened before that has influenced them to be afraid of something? So it changes their life, so something that happened in the past. So I just take interesting things and then I ask myself questions about them, and then steadily a character begins to form in my mind and I just put them in.
I always think it helps if your characters aren't too perfect, because none of us are perfect, are we? So have a think and see if you can give them some sort of trait, which could be a problem or a negative trait. Maybe they're clumsy or forgetful, or maybe they're scared of something. That will give you something to start with, and then you can think of all those little details like name and eye colour and where they live. Also, if you've got more than one character, I always think it's quite nice if they have opposite characteristics. So maybe you've got one character who's shy and the other character's really confident.